Okay, the problem here is I need to jack up this storage building, and I really set it low on purpose to start with because I didn't want to be obtrusive. And but now there wasn't much in this neighborhood. This was a new neighborhood, but now there's one on the other side of it, and there's junk all over the place. So I want to raise it up, and part of it too is to make sure I don't have termites, which I think I don't, but I'm not positive. So I'm going to raise it up 4 inches probably, and I'm going to put a beam underneath the whole thing because I'm afraid it'll just scrunch. It's full of stuff, and so I'm going to put a beam under the whole thing and then raise both ends of the beam, one side, back side first, and then the front side. So I end up jacking this thing up. I pretty much can do a whole side from the middle, and and I've got enough space now. I don't have to dig anymore. Initially I had to dig a hole to put the jack in. I'm going to move it a little bit this way because it seems to be a little heavier on this end, so it's not jacking up even. And I'm going to put this here to support the joist a little bit. I don't know if you've ever used one of these. This is an old-fashioned jack. They still make them, and handy. I'm going to put this behind here to keep from so I don't ruin my siding. The official bar is this, but it's, see if maybe it'll work. I think it's a little too long. Yeah, see, it hits that fence. Whoops. Watch out. Watch out. You don't hurt yourself when you're doing stuff like this. So I got a little shorter bar. Up she goes. Just like that. And then what you do, you put more blocks under, little bit by bit. And I want to remove this block eventually, so I'm blocking up next to it. And I need to go up a little more. We can't quite get one in yet. A little more. I might have went too far to the other end. It's coming right up. It's pretty well tied together. If you had a rickety building, it could rack, twist. Like it's square and it twists. But this building, I built it. It's pretty. Plus, it's got shelves in it that helps to hold it together. Let's see what the other one looks like. Alright, so now, the other end went up more in the front, and I put a board under it. And I'm going to let it down, and let it down. All you do is flip that down, and then you have to pump it. You have to, if you can't get this one pump right here, for some reason, you won't get it out of there. You got to pump it up a little bit, and then it lets down. Kind of like an old-fashioned car jack. Uh-oh. Looks like something's funny now. Maybe I didn't click it all the way. Yeah. Okay. So you can see the shelving is all fixed and attached. That helps to hold it together. It all moves in one piece. So I've got it pretty nearly level this way. And see how it is this way. What's that look like? I think it needs to, see it, the back end needs to come up about that much to make it level. Now I'm going to, I've got it pretty well jacked up, but, and I've slid my 4x4s under, like I should have done to start with when I built the building, but anyway. I explained that before. I want it to be low. And now what I want to do is jack up this 4x4 and slide something under it. Slide it concrete like that, only thinner I think, under it, and then set it down, and then eventually do it to all four, and then let it settle, and then I'll shim it and get it just right. And I wanted to say too that people probably wonder why I do this. I'll tell you what, it's because of all my girlfriends that call me, say, you know, I watched your video again last night, and you know, my wife's never going to find out because she doesn't watch them, so you know, that's why I do it. So let's go ahead and jack it up here. I want it, it's flush with the joist. Otherwise I'm not terribly concerned about the location of it. I put a little WD-40 on this jack that helps it slide. I had a little problem with it at one point. Sliding, or not sliding, when I jacked it. If it goes, yeah, I'm off my board. Probably should have pulled it out because I'm going to put my hand in there. Paver. What I want is a paver. I think what I'll do before I put my hand under there, put this here. Plastic under there. Just give it a little more and then it'll slide right under. So I'm putting it under. I don't want to put it all the way to the end because that would tend to curve the 4x4. And so set it a little bit so it's kind of got some overhang on each side. Looks to me like that'll be pretty good. And forget about those. Sitting on it good. So now I'm going to go to the other side and do a similar. There's more room on the other side though. I'll use a thicker block, probably like this, and maybe get all the way around today yet. Got a level in here sitting on the shelves. Actually, I'm assuming those shelves are, I probably should put it on the floor, but it still wants to go up a little more, it says. A little more, not too bad. I'm really planning on it settling, and then I'll have to shim it, but I guess maybe I'll give it one more jack. I'm over here, back here. It's kind of, I probably really shouldn't do this in a way because it could rack, but one way to tell if it's racking is if the doors still will close, and it will, so. That sound was the board that's on the siding, protecting the siding. Now I should have it by now. Yeah, it's dead level now. So I'll get my block under there. That'll be two sides. So it's pretty well jacked up. I really wish it didn't have to be this high, really. But this end here is the lowest. I've got a fairly thin thing, but I've got a problem because it's not sitting good on that one. It's sitting on that one. Then I go around here to the other side, and it's sitting good on that one. It's not sitting good on that one. See it move? So these are diagonal. The back and this front is light. It's heavy on this diagonal. So I need to jack up this back over here, even though by the level I'm not in too bad a shape. I don't want to jack up that other side because that's my low side. I'll jack that up a little more and see if I can get it to set even. And if I get to set even, I think I'm going to call it good enough for now. I expect it to settle a little bit. This front door is good, but nothing else is that good. This part I don't care so much about if it's even. Well, actually, that's dead on. That's odd. The rest of it's not going to be dead on, I'm pretty sure. I'll be damned. How'd that happen? I thought I was a mile off. See, this one's not right. I'm going to call it good, though, I think. I've got them pretty well set. And I'll let it settle and see what it feels like. The main thing I was concerned about, and I have it sitting even, more or less even. That one's good. That one sounds a little heavier. This one's still the lightest. That's okay though, it's sitting. How bad is this one? See, it's moving. I can move it. And maybe it'll settle because I did say that. Where's that doggone level now? After all, if the floor's right, it ought to sit right. It's got a big fat bubble, but it says it's right. It says it's right, so. See, I've just got that on one paver plus the 4-inch. keeping it off the ground. That's good enough for now. I'm flying out of town Thursday, which is, today's Monday, so I'm gonna put my tools away. Maybe I'll just put them in the shed. Call her done for now.